I've heard for quite a long time that everyone would like to see a different look because not everyone has my rev rate, not everybody plays as deep as I do. So if you're a straighter player, it can be hard to get a good read on what a ball is going to do for you when you're watching somebody on a video hooking the whole lane. Not to mention there are virtually zero women on ball videos. As you can see, the Sonic even hooks quite a bit for her too, despite the lower rev rate, but one of the big issues for a lot of straighter players is that quite often they can't get a ball into enough of a roll, so it either won't hook enough or it will finish too late and won't hit well. If anything, the Sonic can sometimes roll a little too strong, but if you're either rev light or speed heavy, it'll definitely give you some much needed strength in the mid lane to help you improve your shape on the back end and into the pocket. Angel also has a Marvel Pearl, and she sees a similar difference between the two, though the hook potentials for her are quite a bit closer than they are for me. Now, she has some notes of her own about the Sonic, so here she is to share her thoughts. Now, I know that you said you were pretty excited in the first place when you saw the picture and heard that there was a new IQ coming out.
Yes. Well, I love my Nano, and it's my Christmas ball, and love the smell, love the colors, and IQ for me is just love it. So yeah, it was kind of one of those that if the Sonic, the colors are cool. I like the blue, like the gold. It just kind of, oh, it's awesome. I don't know what it smells like. I still don't know what it smells like.
Yeah. I just happen to have the Sonic right here. So gingerbread s'mores.
It does smell like s'mores.
Yeah.
Now we can have s'mores.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's one of those that I think, for me, I don't ever throw it extremely hooking. I can't stand clear on the left side of the lane and throw it clear on the right, and it's going to come back. And this is one of those that I actually can. And I can go out and I watch you and Anthony bowl periodically and see all these other people out there. And that's not something I could ever do, but you pick up this ball and I can do it. And while some of it, with your help over the time, I've been able to move more left at times, but it's not something I can do consistently. And this was just fun to get up and, yeah, I'd already bowled league, and so the lanes were kind of broken down a little bit. But I could get up and I can actually stand on the left side of the lane and throw it clear out, and it's going to come back.
Yeah, and in league, even starting out on the fresh shot, you were still hooking the lane quite a bit more. You've been using your Marvel Pearl a lot recently, and you were even starting, you don't have quite as big a difference between your Sonic and your Marvel Pearl as I have between mine, but you were still standing quite a bit further left than you normally do with your Marvel Pearl.
Yeah, when you brought it, you drilled it and you brought it down to me, and I said, well, what do I need to do with it? And you're just like, well, you're going to need to move left. And okay, how many you think I had to start with? And you're about 5, and so I get up there and I move 5, and I kind of turn back around and look at you, and you kind of nodded, and I was like, I think I need a couple more. Like, I moved left.
Yeah, there's a couple shots here that we've had that were kind of flat. This ball does roll really heavy, and so I think that's the challenge sometimes, is that when you get inside and you don't have a super high rev rate, sometimes it's kind of hard to get the ball to corner, and especially with how heavy this ball rolls, sometimes there's a little transition period there when you're trying to play with the shapes and get it all lined back up again.
There were some things that reminded me of the Special Agent that you handed down to me. I've been throwing the 14-pound forever, and I thought, well, I really want to try and go up to a 15, and that's when you had fixed it and drilled it for me. And it kind of had that, I could get it to kind of go out, and then all of a sudden it just snapped back, and I loved that. I thought it was just the coolest thing ever because I hadn't had one like that. This reminds me of that, and I love it just for that reason alone. Mm-hmm. So the Sonic releases on February 9th along with the Drive.
#Stormnation.